Damien Thorne is the character known as the Antichrist in the Omen trilogy of movies. I don't know. Is it? I can't remember. Okay. My grandmother, we called her Nanny at our house. Nanny Burroughs. Well, my need to explain it all is overwritten by the unbelievably difficult problem I have of getting involved with a bunch more blue pill banter about your supposed bloodlines of your stupid fucking Freemason religion. Twat. Twat, 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 twat. You're a twat. It means a stupid cunt. A twat. Anyways, when I was, let's go, 16 years old, Nanny Burroughs had received a letter, an old-fashioned snail mail letter, with her first great-grandchild via her first granddaughter and her first, what do you call that? Well, she didn't have a grand. Sorry, I can't help you out. Sorry, it's really hard. I can't get the word grandson out. So is it bad gunky dementia in me? It's demonic attack? It's all fucking evil, isn't it? Well, that's the story. Because Damien Thorne is the name of the lead character in the Omen series of movies about the Antichrist. Who is the leader of Freemasonry? It's not Christ. It's Lucifer, the light bringer. On the scale of human consciousness, Christ is at 1,000 on the scale. Lucifer is at 190. It's not slow and steady wins the race. It's forever and forever and forever at the negative evil end of the scale of human consciousness. It's an exponential scale, so you can't even put, because it sounds like they're not that far apart. But because it's an exponential scale, it runs from 1 to 1,000. 1 is the consciousness of a single-celled amoeba that you can find in the pond water. Snake soup for all those people. All this chopping, this hand chopping, this is snake soup when you attack me with all of your vicious intentions. Killer on the run. Anyways, that's what it is. So, my grandmother, Nanny Burroughs' first grandchild, by her. Do you want me to try this again? Demonic attack, demonic attack, demonic attack. Her first great-grandchild is named Damien Burroughs. His mother is the Jackal, Debbie Burroughs Bond. Because in the Omen, he was born of a jackal. And that boy was called Damien. The name is Burroughs. B-U-R-R-O-S-E. Every rose has its thorn. Ergo, stupid. This is Freemason. It's just dumb to decode Freemason stupidity. But that's how you do it. The jackal was the flower girl at my parents' wedding. She was. There's pictures of her. The jackal, Debbie Bond Burrows. Debbie Bond Burrows gives birth and calls her child Damien. Immediately when I saw the name, well, it was quite a strange thing, because I knew. I don't know if all three of those movies have been out, but the first Omen movie had already been out. And here's my cousin calling her little infant boy Damien. The only Damien that we knew in those days was Damien Thorne of the Omen. It's the first time I ever heard the word. Never heard anybody else called that name. And my crazy cousin calls her baby boy Damien. Burrows is our name. Rose is the second syllable. R-O-S-E, and the famous rock song, I don't know who sings it, but every rose has its thorn. Damien Thorne. Now the Burrows, well, the way I always think about it, because many times I've thought about that last name, trying to figure out what it means. And I have also, a long time ago, Burr, B-R-R-R-R-R. Why? Because we live in Thunder Bay, Canada. And Thunder Bay is fucking north of Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're north of Minneapolis, which is known as a cold place in winter because everybody watched Mary Tyler Moore Show back in the 1970s because it was a great comedy show. Everybody loved it. But they always showed, at the beginning of Mary Tyler Moore, it's like it's snowing in Minneapolis. Well, it's a night snow. It doesn't look that cold. She's all bundled up in her woolies. Seriously, if you hit the pedal to the metal and you go over the speed limit, you can make Minneapolis in, let's go 5 hours. That's going way over the speed limit, and people do say that they do make it in 5 hours. But, that's 5 hours driving. That's a long time when you're going, I don't know, don't drive 55 if you're going to make it. I don't know, you can go fast. I don't know, that's what they do. So, where Duluth, Minnesota is, it's a little Mason Jennings song about the lady from Duluth. It's a good one. Mason Jennings, look up the song about Duluth, Minnesota. It's about the same size as Thunder Bay, yep. And from there, if you drive at the legal limit, you can go from Duluth up Highway 61 Revisited, Bob Dylan, famous album. You go up Highway 61, you cross the Canadian border at Pigeon River, and you'll be in Thunder Bay in 3 hours drive. Yeah. So that's why it's cold in the winter. It's very cold in northern Ontario, where we are. So, brr is what I feel like all the time. I don't know. What is it? It's June and it still feels like April because they've got HAARP turned on. HAARP, which is the weather control that they started disclosing to us in the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s. HAARP, which causes the polar vortex, which makes it incredibly cold right now it's June in Thunder Bay. We should, when I was a boy in high school, it would be hot. It would be 80 degrees Fahrenheit today. It's not. I don't know. It's maybe 60 degrees. In the past a few days ago, it was even colder than that. It's unbelievably cold in Thunder Bay this summer because it's electronic control of the weather. So what's that got to do with my cousin's boy, Damien Bond Burrows? Damien Thorne. Well, my grandpa, David Cullen Burrows, was the head Freemason in Thunder Bay in World War II. According to the online documentation of the Fort William, Freemason Society, whatever the fuck their religion is. It was online and I saw it. DC, as in Washington, D.C. It's strange that his initials match Washington, D.C., but clearly because it's all Freemason, stupid Luciferian religion. So I don't know anything more to tell you about, my cousin's boy, Damien Thorn. Just as far as I know, I don't know. Because this ain't a solid physical world. We are living in a very strange reality. Dolores Cannon, the expert at hypnosis and talked to a lot of people when they're hypnotized, she called many of her books the convoluted universe. A lot of people call it the multiverse because of the many worlds interpretation of quantum physics, which leads you to those TV shows, Sliders, and Quantum Leap. I tell you the same story over and over and over again because, I don't know, when are you going to stop attacking me? Because I'm sinking your battleship? It's not me. It's just time for it to go. Well, Rumpelstiltskin, in Once Upon a Time, takes people from fairy tale worlds and puts them in, Storybrooke, Maine, modern day. What you think is kind of a modern town, but they're all people who were brought from other realms to live in our world. Well, it's just that in another world, I'm a hobbit. Because at the beginning of the Lord of the Rings books, they give you the family tree of hobbits. And it's just uncanny. Some of the names just seem to be uncannily related to the Burroughs family. I don't know. There's just names there. I don't know. Minto. And it's just because Minto was something that my great aunt Anne in Winnipeg, she lived on Minto. And there's a Minto Crescent not that far away from Dave Beelzebub Burroughs, and he's part of town. I don't know. It should be exciting that we have other realities that we can experience, but right now we're locked into this shitty reality. Rumpelstiltskin the devil continues to bring other devils around to beat me up every day by remote control. Because this is an unbelievable high-tech harassment, isn't it? I don't know. Total Recall, they play with your mind. All these other replicas with Keanu Reeves, all kinds of these movies. I don't know. Anyways, as far as Damien Thorn, I don't know anything about them. I've never met Damien Thorn Burroughs. No. But there was Norma Thornborough, who was a friend of my Earth Father, Beelzebub Dave Burroughs. Norma Thornborough married the fireman Patty Murrow, and then, then there was their daughter, who was also same name. I don't know. My name is Burroughs. Her name was Thornborough, and then she married a Morrow. Thornborough, I thought they kind of rhyme, but maybe they don't. Murrow, Edward R. Murrow. I don't know. Because we are living in a man-made reality, and we don't have the keys to this particular matrix, do we? That's what you learned in the Matrix movie. Is it true? No, it's not true. You do have the keys. You raise your consciousness, and then that's how you escape the matrix. I'm still here because I'm here. Can I go? No. Why? Because it's not my time to go. It's my time to continue to tell you the truth, so that sooner or later you'll stop being a dumb bunny and you'll wake up, and you'll stop manifesting this Groundhog Day on Harsh Realm Planet Hell World, Prison Planet Alex Jones. Because if you raise your consciousness, then you can join us in 5D Earth, heaven on earth. Because all of us that are holding space at high end of the scale of human consciousness all ready for it to happen. And in the end, we're still here because we're still telling all of you people, raise your consciousness and let go of all this bullshit Groundhog Day. About getting drunk, falling down, ending up at the hospital with broken bones all the time, because you're always drunk. And when you're drunk or sober, you're always killing animals for food when you could simply go and buy a nice green salad instead. Those are the first steps. It's Alcoholics Anonymous and Meat Eaters Anonymous that you got to attend. Because you don't have the willpower to do it on your own, so you need a sponsor. In other words, you need an intervention. In other words, you need control drama, because you need to give your power away to a group of other people who are going to chastise you when you go up there and you say, I'm an alcoholic and I can't stop drinking. Fuck you, you can't. Fuck you then. Because Alcoholics Anonymous says that you can stop drinking. Narcotics Anonymous says you can stop using drugs. And if there was a Meat Eaters Anonymous, you can stop eating meat. But if you won't, you're an orc. And an orc is a devil. Created by Saruman the Evil, or the other guy from Mordor. Hannibal the Cannibal. Anyways, that's why we're here, to keep reminding you day after day after day. We're here to continue to remind you that there's another path besides you doing the same fucking thing day after day, week after week, for lifetime after lifetime. And this was explained in the sequels to the Celestine Prophecy book by James Redfield. So you could look at the 10th Insight or the Search for Shambhala, in addition to the Celestine Prophecy, as some good reading material. And you can watch the Celestine Prophecy movie, because you need to get up to date. And I got to give you something other than David R. Hawkins, because nobody's picking up on that. So I'm giving you the movie, Celestine Prophecy, and the novels to help you come to a better understanding of why your reality is the way it is. And the hidden determinant of human behavior, according to our consciousness researcher, David R. Hawkins, is where you plug in on the scale of human consciousness, and that's up to your choices. If you really, really want to get your angel's wings, then you've got to get your consciousness up to 600 and hold it up there. Every day, every day, every day. Whatever comes up for you to be at peace. You want rest in peace? It's not from dropping dead. That makes you a hungry ghost. It's a horror, and you can look up Hungry Ghost, Buddhism, or Gabor Mate's book, Realm of the Hungry Ghost, about the opiate addicts on the downtown east side of Vancouver. You're going to play ignorant to me over and over again that you don't know this shit? Fuck off then. So I'm just jacking myself off here, because that's all I can do is just talk and wait and talk and be attacked by demonic attack. This is not me voluntarily moving my arm. It's not me jerking with the camera either. This is demonic attack on me. Look at, they can yank my whole hand out from underneath my armpit. That's how strong they are, demonically possessing my body electronically. Well, it's witchcraft then, whatever you want to call it. It's evil intention. Low, it's 150 on the scale of human consciousness, Satan. A million times I tell you the same video over and over again, because there's nothing else for me to do over and over again, and over and over again, because I'm completely crippled by this attack on me. I can't do anything else all day long, year after year. This is my life. I don't consent to being enslaved. I don't. So, you get the horrible, horrible karma of being under 540 on the scale of human consciousness. Just by being here and being under 540, you're generating horrific karma for yourself and the collectives that you belong to. So, the way I read it is, if you don't raise your consciousness to 540 at least, or 600 or 700 or whatever, then you do this all the time. Then you're going to do this all the time. You're setting yourself up for the worst possible future timeline. I put this out every day, and those of you who are devils, continue to devil. And I truly do wonder why. And the answer is because there's still some people who are still sitting on the fence, who still haven't decided if it's better to be good or bad. Chaotic neutral, Graham McMaster, for example. If you're going to be a fuckface for too long, under 540 Graham, every day you're here is more and more bad karma. It's making it worse and worse for you, and harder and harder for you to get out from under this horrible karmic burden that you continue to put yourself into by saying that you're going to be chaotic neutral rather than a good person. So, fuck you, Graham, because it's all on you, Plan B. Because when Plan A goes out the window and Plan B goes out the window, then there ain't no more plans. It's just you, looking incredibly stupid with egg on your face as you're driving that bus. You know, that song, The Road to Hell by Chris Ray, it's Brent Beeson's favorite song. Brent Beeson the devil. So, you're driving along on the same bus, pacing the guy. How soon do we get to the Lake of Fire? Because if you're under 540, that's only one place you can go. So, all I can keep telling all you people over and over again is, I'm just jerking myself off here, demonic attack day after day after day, until you people realize, stop drinking booze, stop being a fuck-faced monkey head. Say to yourself and mean it, God damn it, I am the truth, I'm gonna be the truth, I'm putting that in my heart chakra, over and over and over again. When the lies come up and they're related to all my fucking bullshit, then I'm just gonna have to say, well, clearly that's a lie based on a bunch of lies, and this was stupid, and I gotta throw away this, and all the people related to whatever these fucking things are, my evil fucking connections, or my useless fucking people, they just bore me to tears because they are fat and lazy. So, there you have it. What else do you need to know? Why is the weather so shitty in Thunder Bay? Is it because of Damien Thorne? I think it's HARP. 1% using their high technology to influence the weather here. I don't know. The Freemason matrix, this Illuminati matrix that we live in, I don't know the details of it. I don't. But I will, because it's my intention to understand what the fuck this is. And information forthcoming is simply, you get what you get right now back. And when I get over and over again is my job. My job is to raise consciousness in the collective. And most of the time, I just continue to look at you and you say, how can you be so impossibly fuck-faced that you would even risk an eternity of being burnt in horrible, excruciating pain? Because everybody's had a burn on their hand or something at one time in their life, and it's excruciating and painful. So why would you volunteer to have that forever and nothing else? No goodies, no music, no sex, no booze, no hookers and blow, no moonlight drives. I don't know. Nothing. Because it's the carrot in the stick. And it really, really is a stick. And it really does stick to you. It really does. It doesn't. I mean, playing chicken with God is stupid. It is beyond stupid. You can't win. Anyways, if somebody is a Freemason Illuminati and wants to debate me on the topic, we'll make a video and post it below in the comments. But the answer is going to be no, because anybody who belongs to these stupid ideas is stupid and thick as a brick. As in dumb as a bunny. A dumb bunny. I don't know. Maybe bunnies aren't as dumb as I think.